Okay, let's get things started here, guys. Hello, and thanks for taking the time to join this free webinar today. My name is Dale Bateman. I'm a part-time internet marketer living near Toronto, Canada. My background is in graphic design, marketing, and personal training. Plus, I've been building my online business as a part-time internet marketer for almost 4 years. Now, before I get started with today's free webinar, let me share with you what I believe is the #1 mistake that most internet marketers make. And yes, this includes me, especially when they are just getting started. Because I am truly passionate about wanting to help people achieve more success in their lives, and hopefully you will learn from my mistakes. As you know, many people have had great success online. However, without even realizing it, they were creating only a short-term business model. Why? They didn't build a list. They create a multitude of products to sell online. Some are good, most are not so good. They sell them through forums, affiliates, and advertising. Maybe they make a lot of money. Most of the time they don't. Why? They didn't build a list. Some of the greatest online marketers have had pockets of success by leveraging things like Google AdSense. By implementing simple keyword strategies early on, some brought in a whopping 6-figure income. But then Google changed the rules, and these once successful online marketers were left with almost nothing. Can you guess why? That's right, they didn't build a list. So why is a good list so important? Quite simply, a quality list will continue to pay you for your quality online content over and over and over again. It all comes down to the trust that you earn from your email list. They learn to trust you because you've taken the time to build a strong relationship with them. So, what's the best way to build a strong, loyal list? That's what we're going to cover in this free webinar series. Now, I want to officially welcome you to this free internet marketing webinar. Let's get started. Grab a pen and some paper to make notes. Once the webinar is over, I'll open the floor for some Q&A. Right now, I'm doing high-level internet marketing and creating automated and passive sources of income online. Plus, I'm enjoying teaching people, just like you, how to do the same thing and make money online. But this time around, I'm making sure that everyone on my team is focused on building a list. Don't make the same mistakes that I made. Make sure that you take the strategies you will learn here and use them to build a strong, loyal email list. But remember, when you are successful, make certain that you take time for what's really important in your life, like spending more time with your family, or maybe doing some traveling you've always wanted to do, or being able to buy that new car you have always wanted. I mean, that's what's so great about working from home. You have the freedom to do what you want, when you want, and as much as you want. Now, let's get to building you a good list. Here's what we'll be covering tonight. This week, we are going to be talking about pre-selling, the art of building anticipation. Pre-selling is the work you must start doing before you release and sell your product. That's why it's called pre-selling. It's the work you do to convince your to-be customers that your product has great benefit and only a fool will pass your offer without purchasing. All this without actually selling the mentioned product. That's the key. Pre-selling can be seen as selling yourself to the customer before you sell your product. Let's repeat that. Pre-selling can be seen as selling yourself to the customer before you sell your product. I talked a little while ago about building strong relationships with your email list or with people you interact with. They don't have to be on your email list. They can just be people who visit your website or take a look at maybe a Facebook post that you do, or any number of things. Somebody that reads your blog post, somebody that reads an article that you've submitted for circulation, whatever the case may be, you are almost always in a pre-selling mode, or you should be. Okay? It's building that relationship, selling yourself to your potential customers before you sell your product. When you sell yourself to the customer, you're making your customers think, okay, this guy or girl is not one of those greedy marketers. He or she is actually here to help me out, so that they will let their guard down and listen to your sales pitch. Now, maybe my choice of words there isn't that great, letting their guard down. Basically, it all comes down to being real and being honest and true to people. Okay? Too many times, people have been scammed by online greedy marketers, right? I know myself, I have been several times. And for many of you who are taking part in this webinar, I'm sure the same thing has happened to you. You've been tempted by some shiny object, as I call them, and it's supposed to be the next big thing that's going to help you get over your hurdle and start making money online with your online business, make you really successful within a matter of weeks or a matter of days even. Okay? If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Trust me. So when I'm talking about here is building that relationship, letting people know that, hey, this person is actually here to help me out. They're actually honest and true about wanting to help me. Okay? And you don't honestly have to be an expert, guys, in whatever it is you're doing. You know, I'll take the example of online marketing. You don't have to be an online marketing expert. All you have to do is know one thing more than what your customers know. Then you've got something on them. You've got something you can share with them. You've got something you can teach them. You've got a way for them to solve a problem. Okay? So don't put too much faith into this letting their guard down thing that I've mentioned here. As I said, maybe that was the wrong choice of words when I set this up, but in any case, after you've built your trust and your relationship with your customers, they will listen to your sales pitch. Okay? And to be honest, if you've done your homework and you've done your pre-selling properly, then there's no reason for them to have to let their guard down. They won't have any guard to let down. Their guard will already be down. They're already be comfortable with you and know that you are there to help them. So they're going to listen to any kind of a sales pitch that you're willing to tell them. Okay? Moving on. Pre-selling is also the art of building up anticipation. If a friend told you his chronic headache had been solved overnight by some new medicine, but did not mention what it was, would that leave you wondering what the medicine really is? Of course it would. More so, if you're having a chronic headache yourself. That's why by mentioning a benefit which would get your prospects' ears perked up, but not really revealing what the solution is, you will get your prospects dying to hear what you have to say next as you reveal slightly more about the solution. Okay? I just want to go back over that. So by mentioning a benefit which would get your prospects' ears perked up, but not really revealing what the solution is, you will get your prospects dying to hear what you have to say next as you reveal slightly more about the solution. So that's the key with pre-selling, guys. It's giving your customers, or your potential customers at that point, little bits of information that they can use to solve parts of their problem. Okay? You're not giving it all away. You're giving away little tiny bits, little tidbits, things that are still helpful to them, but they're not getting the whole story. They're not getting the entire solution to the problem. In order to get that, they're going to have to make a purchase down the road. But you haven't even told them about that yet. All you're doing at this point is you're giving them quality information that they can use to solve their problems in little bits at a time. Okay? Now, when you finally uncover the whole thing, your prospects will be crawling all over your website looking for the buy button. However, pre-selling is not just about unveiling your product bit by bit. In fact, that was only one of the various ways that you can pre-sell. Okay, there's actually other ways. I want to go over some of them tonight with you and let you know what other methods there are to it. Okay, I've also got a really cool 5-part plan that you can put into action. So, for example, you might run a weekly newsletter on acne problems, and coincidentally, you've just written a great ebook called 10 Ways to Solve Acne Woes Once and for All. In your newsletter, you can pre-sell by including a snippet or two from your ebook and mentioning it as a viable solution to acne problems. If people get good advice from your newsletter, they will perceive you as an expert on acne problems and naturally will be curious to find out the ways you can teach them to solve their problems. Okay? So it's as simple as that, guys. You find a problem that people have, and we actually went over this in last week's webinar, so if you want to go back over that, it's a good idea to check that out too. Finding a problem that people have and figuring out a solution to that problem. That's what this is all about. Now, in this particular example, the solution to the problem is an ebook that you've written talking about acne problems and how to solve them. Okay? So, prior to releasing that ebook, you create a newsletter that people can subscribe to, joining your list. You email them a copy of your newsletter, perhaps weekly, perhaps twice a week, whatever it is, maybe even just twice a month or once a month. Whatever the case may be, you give them a copy of a newsletter, and in the newsletter, you talk about parts of your ebook. You know, perhaps there's a chapter in your ebook about the proper way to wash your face to prevent acne from coming back. So that could be one of the topics of your newsletter. Okay? And you give little hints throughout your newsletters that, hey, there's something bigger coming. So stay tuned. Keep reading my newsletter. Respond. Let me know what you think. And all this kind of stuff to give you good feedback, to let you know that what you're giving them as far as these little bits of information are actually still helpful. And it's showing you that you're actually priming these potential customers to turn into actual paying customers once your ebook is ready to go. And the great thing about that is you can use all that feedback that you get from your newsletters to perhaps put a little bit of a polish on your final ebook. You don't even have to have your ebook totally ready yet. Maybe you've only written a couple of those chapters and you just keep taking snippets of it to release as your newsletter. And based on the feedback that you get and the other problems that perhaps people are telling you, hey, that's great, I love the newsletter about the acne problems and this tip that you gave us, but what do you do about this problem or that problem? Well, there you go. You've just been given a couple more ideas to create further chapters in your ebook. Okay, so you don't even have to have it done when your newsletter is released. You can be creating that ebook in the background and making sure that it addresses pretty much any problem that people have thrown at you through the process of the newsletter. All right, so that's another example on how you can do some pre-selling. Now, at the end of the day, it all boils down to giving value to people before you ask people to buy something from you. This is a really important statement, and I should have highlighted this in red, and I want to repeat it for you a couple times here. At the end of the day, it all boils down to giving value to people before you ask people to buy something from you. It's giving that value before you ask them to buy that really puts their mind at ease, sets you up as a viable expert in that field, and really sets the stage for them making a purchase from you in the future. Okay? So let's repeat that one more time. You can say it out loud if you want to, because this is a really important statement. It's something that so many people don't understand, and they approach internet marketing the wrong way because they don't understand how to make this statement work for them. All they want to do is spam people, say, hey, how are you today? Check out this offer. It's really great. You can earn all kinds of money, yada, yada, yada. Okay, that's not what people want. People want value. They want you to give them value before you ask them to buy something. So here we go. At the end of the day, it all boils down to giving value to people before you ask people to buy something from you. Okay, remember that statement. I hope you've all written it down. If you can help people to solve their problems, they will, more often than not, be very willing to buy products from you. Okay? And that is the absolute truth. It's been proven time and time again. You help somebody solve a problem, then you offer them something for sale. 9 times out of 10, or even more than 9 times out of 10, they will buy it from you. Okay? They have learned to trust you. You've earned their trust. You've built that relationship. You've shown them that they have nothing to fear by trusting you and offering them that product for sale is almost a no-brainer for them. They're going to be so eager to buy because they know the value that you have given them so far has been fantastic, and they want more. Okay? Now, here's some more ideas about ways to pre-sell yourself and your online products and services to people. And what I'm calling this, it's actually a process, guys. So it's a process that you're going to go through. It has 5 stages to it, and it takes you and your customers or potential customers right from your first initial meeting right through to the sale. Okay, and we're going to explain some things as we go along. So what I call it is the 5 stages of the buying cycle. Okay, the buying cycle is the cycle that someone goes through when they look to buy a product. Okay, and I'm not just talking about the actual act of buying the product. it happens actually way before that. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. But the buying cycle, and it really depends on the person. It depends on a couple of things. It depends on the person, the customer, as to how long the buying cycle lasts. It also depends on the value that you have given to them through the buying cycle. All right? So, the 5 stages of the buying cycle. Your visitors arrive on your site at various stages of readiness to buy. All right? The first stage is the get attention stage. This is where you use landing pages designed to create awareness and get attention for your customers. And these customers are completely unfamiliar with your product. They're slightly interested in online marketing or building an online business. And guys, that's what we're doing as an example here. It doesn't really matter what your business is, but as far as this example that we're going through with these 5 stages, I'm using online marketing or an online business, okay? So they're slightly interested in online marketing or building an online business. They're considering if or how to make money online. Perhaps they're failing at current efforts and looking for a better way. This is a huge category to go after, okay? The folks that are currently failing at their efforts of making an income online or becoming an online marketer, okay? And finally, seriously looking for ways to make money online, but they just don't know how yet, okay? So you can see the variation there. Anywhere from people who are unfamiliar with your product altogether, or even unfamiliar with you is maybe a better way to put it, all the way through to the people who are actually seriously looking for ways to make money online. They just don't know what they want yet, or they don't know how to go about it. Stage 2 is called grow interest. Once customers know about your business, they are ready for the next step. Now, these people in the grow interest stage may be interested but want to know exactly what the heck your product does. They may be seeking more information about the process and the tools involved with your product. Or they may be ready for benefit-focused copy that is specifically relevant to them. All right? So anywhere from people who are interested, it's an interesting concept what your product is bringing forward, but they want to know what the heck it does. And maybe they're looking for the process that they want more information about the process and the tools involved with your product. Or people that are ready for benefit-focused copy. Now, writing benefit-focused copy is something that takes practice, but if you focus on the benefit, okay, there's a thing that I use in business, a correlation between features and benefits. If you give someone a feature of your product or service, you should follow that up immediately with the benefit that's associated with that feature. Okay? So having benefit-focused copy that's specifically relevant to them is really important at this stage. Okay? You're really talking to them almost on a very personal level and telling them the benefits of them using your product. All right? Stage 3 is called build credibility. At a certain point, your pre-customers move from info gathering to credibility seeking. Okay? So they've gathered the information that they want, that they need about your product or service or about you. Now they're looking for credibility. Okay? These prospective new lifetime customers I mean, if they've made it to stage 3, it's a pretty good chance they're going to follow it through. So they could actually turn into lifetime customers of yours. Okay? But these prospective new lifetime customers are currently evaluating various online marketing products. So they're looking around everywhere. They're kind of kicking tires here and there, if you will, looking for the perfect online marketing product that's going to help them achieve their success. Maybe they're considering your product but are unsure or otherwise have questions about it. Okay? That's why you should always be making yourself available to answer questions, and put that right out there to say, if you have any questions, please ask. Send me an email, write a comment below your blog, whatever it is. Ask questions. If you have questions about the product, ask them. Then maybe these people are seeking reassurance about your product, okay, about its history and position in the market, okay? And also they could be comparing your product to others. Okay, so again, they're kicking tires, they're looking at different options for them to make money online as an online marketer. They maybe have some questions. They want some reassurance about your product. Okay, as I said just in the last slide, they're going from info gathering to credibility seeking. They want to see the credibility of you and your product come through. That is going to give them the reassurance to make a more informed decision. Okay? Stage 4 is called involve. Some customers are extremely careful, diligent info seekers. Repeat exposure to high value, free information and tools is perfect for these folks. Okay? So, and you're going to get some people like this, I guarantee it. Some people are very careful, they're diligent info seekers. They really want all the information that they can get. I'll give you an example. A friend of mine did research for over a year to figure out what year and model and make of convertible he wanted to buy. Over a year. He had it narrowed down to, he thought, about 2 different model years of convertibles, but he picked that apart. He researched that to no end. It seemed like he would never buy this car. But finally he made a decision. He was a diligent info seeker. Okay? So, repeat exposure to high value free info. Okay, remember we talked about that before? We're giving away little tidbits, little bits of free information and tools. That's perfect for these people because these folks are getting closer to making a decision but need more exposure or more comfort about your product. They need to feel more comfortable about it. They need more of that reassurance from you to say, yes, this is the right product for you. Okay? Maybe they're procrastinating, so stay in front of them with free tools and information. There's something to be said about the procrastinators, okay? These are the people who know they want to make a change, they know they need a product to help them build a successful business online, but they keep procrastinating, putting it off, saying, okay, I just have to wait till the perfect time, okay? But you have to be there reassuring them, giving them more free tools, free info, little tidbits here and there, keeping them interested, and letting them know that, okay, maybe you're not decided upon it yet, but when you are, this is the product for you. And finally, thinking seriously. These folks are thinking seriously about your product and just need some more reassurance. Okay? So that's again where you come in. You have to be constantly reassuring these people that yes, if they purchase your product, if they continue getting your newsletter for free, it is the right decision for them. Okay? And finally, number 5, close the sale. All right? Now, the entire process funnels down to your final landing page. Now, the focus here, it now shifts from pre-selling to selling. Okay? So at stage, and when we're going through stages 1 through 4, we're still in the pre-selling stage. Okay? If people make it to step 5, stage 5, close the sale, we're now focusing from pre-selling to actual selling. And these customers are ready to buy, but have not made the final commitment. They're 99% of the way there and are merely looking for the final reason to buy. And finally, they're all the way there and are merely looking for the order page. Okay? They've made up their mind. Show me the buy button is what they're talking about. Okay? So, through each of these stages, 1 through 5, your strategy will change slightly. Okay? And you're going to be approaching these people in different ways, slightly different ways, depending on, there's a lot of factors here. Depends on the kind of person they are. Are they someone who is a procrastinator? Are they one of those people who just needs every last bit of information that they can get before they make a decision? Do they need their hand held all the way through the process to say, yes, I will be here for you. I will teach you the ways to make you successful. I am here for you every step of the way. You're going to run into all kinds of people as you launch products, create products, and offer them for sale online. You have to be adaptable to dealing with those different personalities, those different types of people, and really tailoring your messages to them so that they are convinced that they are making the right decision to buy from you. Okay? So guys, I hope that this has helped you understand the importance of pre-selling. So we're selling ourselves to our potential customers before we sell our products to them. We are offering them good value before we even mention the word credit card or pay me now or buy now. Okay? The value has to be given over for free information, free tools, free ebooks, free newsletters, whatever it is. Give them those little tidbits of information as they go, and they will be ready to buy. Build that trust, build that relationship as you go, as you pre-sell, and you'll be all set. And people will be saying, okay, where's the buy button? Okay, you've got me excited, you've got me pumped up. I'm reassured that this is the right decision for me, this is the right product for me, and you are the right fit for me as far as the person that's going to help guide them through it. Okay, and be successful. That's really the important thing. Selling yourself. Okay? So, let's move on to our favorite part of the night. Here are tonight's 5 ways to make money online. So each week I share with you 5 somewhat unique, somewhat different ways to make money online. We are at part 8 of our series tonight out of 10. So, we've gone through a lot of these things already. There's still a few more to come, but let's get right to it. Number 36 tonight. Create topical resource hubs. Put together an overview of a topic you have expertise in and assemble some of the best resources on the topic from around the web. Then you can create topical hubs and get paid through sites like Squidoo, Hub Pages, that's supposed to be Hub Pages, and Google Knoll. Payments are based on a combination of ad revenue and affiliate fees. The good thing is these sites have a built-in supply of traffic and tools to make content creation easier. Okay? So, back to our earlier example, the person writing the book about acne. Perfect thing to do. Put together an overview of a topic you have expertise in and assemble some of the best resources on that topic from around the web. And you create this into a topical hub. And like this says, there's a built-in supply of traffic to these sites. So you don't have to worry about going out and trying to get traffic to see your topical hub. It's already there. It already exists on these pages. And all you have to do is have the content there ready for people to take a look at. And it can lead to a couple of things. You not only can get these payments through the sites with the combination of ad revenue and affiliate fees, but also you can lead people from those kind of landing pages, big time landing pages, if you will, into your sales funnel and start funneling people in to take a better look at what you have to offer with your individual products. Okay? 37. Become a professional blogger. Now, some people may think that those two words really don't belong together, but they certainly do. Professional blogger. If you like to write and you're disciplined to be able to work from home, you can make money online by becoming a professional blogger. There are many sites where you can search for paid blogging jobs. There are a number of blog networks that pay bloggers a flat fee per post or word that the blogger writes, or the blogger receives a percentage of advertising earnings tied to the number of page views his or her posts generate. Now, some networks even pay both a flat fee and a percentage of advertising revenues. Okay? So if you are a writer, you like to write, go for it. Become a professional blogger. Check out some of these sites that will pay you to blog. Okay? Number 38, donations. Now, this one's a little off the wall, but it's thinking outside the box, it's getting out of your comfort zone, and if you ask for donations on your blog, it's easy to add a PayPal donate button, and really, guys, you never know who might be feeling generous. Okay? Now, I certainly wouldn't fall onto this as your main source of income, but let's say you're offering a particular, you have a blog, and let's say you do a newsletter as well. All you have to do is create a PayPal donation button and have it there and say, okay, if you like my content, if you like my newsletter, make a donation. You don't have to give them an amount or anything. They can donate whatever they want. But it's an option. And let's face it, if you start getting some donations from people on your blog, it kind of shows you, it kind of gives you a good indication that, hey, you're doing the right thing. People enjoy your content. Okay? So you could even take this and go back to number 37 and try your luck at becoming a professional blogger based on the fact that, hey, people are willing to donate money to you as a blogger. Okay? 39, guest posting services. You can offer to write guest posts for other blogs for free as a way to promote their own blogs. However, you can also provide guest posting services for a fee. Okay? So this is kind of a trade-off. You offer to write a guest post for somebody else's blog, and in exchange, you get the exposure to that person's regular visitors to their blog. Okay? So, in most cases, this is done with people who share a similar background, a similar niche that they're dealing with, that they're targeting towards. But it's great because you can give a fresh perspective on things that other person's readers are not necessarily used to reading about. Okay? And, just let me ask you a question. How many of you are subscribed right now to more than one person's email list? I'm sure everybody's hand went up. Okay? Very, very seldom is someone just subscribed to one person's list only. Okay? There's no reason why you can't share in some of this other person's visitors and have them start becoming your visitors. They would start visiting your blog and reading your posts. And all you have to do is offer to write a free post for somebody else's blog. Okay? Finally tonight, number 40, become a consultant. After you have established yourself as an expert in your blog's topic, you can offer consulting services to other people or businesses who could use the help of your expertise. Alternatively, you could offer consulting services related to developing and writing a successful blog. Okay? So, sometimes what I find is the answer to the question of how do I make money online? How do I become more successful with my online business? It's actually staring you right in the face and you don't even see it, guys, sometimes. If you're a blogger, you're writing quality content that's unique, fresh, and people enjoy it, there's no reason why you can't become a consultant for other companies or businesses about blogging. Okay? And it doesn't have to be just about blogging. It can be about becoming an affiliate of a particular type of product online. It can be about setting up a website, creating a WordPress site, using plugins, whatever it is. If you're an expert in that topic, there's no reason why you can't become a consultant and give people your information for a fee, of course, and help them out to get up to speed with where you are. Okay? There's lots of businesses out there that are just getting started online, and becoming a consultant to them to show them how to write a blog post, how to make sure you've got links set up properly within your post, how to import a photo, how to embed a video into your post, all this kind of stuff. If you know it, why not teach it to someone else that doesn't know it? Okay? So there's your 5 ways to make money online for tonight. Try at least one of these strategies soon, and you will see a gain in your online success. And with that, folks, thank you so much for joining me tonight for this free webinar. Just a couple of little housekeeping things. This is number 8 of the series, so there will be 2 more in this series. Then I'm going to take a little break and come back with some more fresh content probably in a few months. I am recording this, so you can check it out on my... you can either grab a copy through my YouTube channel, which is Build Your Success Online, and your is UR, so Build UR Success Online. Okay, so look me up on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, and you'll get these updates automatically. You can also grab a copy of this through my Facebook group, which is called Frustrated Online Marketers. Just search that on Facebook, Frustrated Online Marketers. You'll find my group. It's a closed group, so you'll have to apply, and I will There's very seldom that I don't allow people in. But in there, we share all kinds of ideas. I share all my posts, all my videos there, and you can get lots of great content and help from other people who are in your same situation to help to build your success online. And speaking of that, you've been noticing, I'm sure, in the bottom right corner of my presentation all tonight, that is my blog, buildyoursuccessonline.com. I welcome you there anytime. You can grab a free report as soon as you arrive, pop in your email address, and you've got it instantly. I've got fresh updates on a daily basis and lots of content there to help you with all aspects of your online business, guys. So with that being said, I hope to see you again next week, this same time, 8 p.m. Wednesday evening will be part 9, and then part 10 will be the week after. And then we're going to take a little break from the webinars, and I'll come back in a few months with some awesome new content that I'm working on in the background. Okay, so we'll open up for Q&A now. And thank you again very much for attending, and we will talk soon. Cheers.